It's very easy, I think, to get lost in the gaming side of 40k, Age of Sigmar, that kind of thing. To get lost in the facts and figures. You see it all over YouTube. People obviously comparing stat lines, guns, weapons, model stats, things like that. You know, this model's good, that model's bad, this one's point effective, that one isn't point effective. But that's only a small part of this hobby. You've got to remember that a large a large portion of people get their joy from the creation aspect of this hobby, from the building, the painting, the collecting. And speaking of building and painting, there are truly amazing examples of creativity and artistry on show. You don't have to look far on the internet to find truly amazing custom builds, kit bashes, and some truly amazing painting ways. Freehand, amazing colour schemes, they're all out there. Enough to get anyone's creative juices flowing. So I thought to myself, why don't I make a video showing off some of the things that I found particularly inspiring to look at. That would get me out of my creative slump, to get me to paint again, to get me through that painter's block, as it were, to get building that big pile of grey sprues that I've been putting off for ages. So, seeing as though we are looking at art today, ladies and gentlemen, partially inspired obviously by Armies on Parade, which is quite recently, I'm going to cue the music. There we go. Now, first up, we have the Ambot. Now, the Ambot is not a 40k model, it's a Necromunda model, in the 40k universe, obviously. These machines are predominantly used for slag mining and operating on ash heaps. Very heavily industrialised mining units. Now, I was looking at these and thinking, you know what army would really love heavy mining units? Genestealer Cult. And, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Genestealer Cultified Ambots. And they look absolutely brilliant. And also, what looks like an Armiger conversion in the background. But that's neither here nor there. We're here for the Ambot conversions. And as you can see here, this creator has managed to do an excellent job of just snugly putting in there a top half of the torso, and the head of a Genestealer Cultist inside the actual main chassis of the robot itself, making it look like an exosuit with a pilot sort of welded in it, like their own personal dreadnoughts, and they look like they would fit into the range absolutely perfectly. These things would fit right into any rusted cog army, and you cannot blame anyone for wanting to do this because they look absolutely fantastic. GW, if you're paying attention, Genestealer Cults need Ambots, and we want these things in our armies. Excellent conversion job, my friend, and an excellent paint scheme to go with it. Heavy industry never looks so good. But speaking of heavy industry, what happens if you take a Baneblade and turn it into a mobile mining platform? Well, this creator has just demonstrated what you get. You get an awesome, awesome conversion. Again, sticking with the mining theme, this gentleman or lady has taken huge dozer blades from the Goliath Rock Riders, put them on the front of the Baneblade, and just turned this thing into a mobile mining platform. 2 mining lasers in the front, and 1 gigantic mining laser fit for clearing away any mountain range or any enemy army in front of you. This thing is heavy industry at its best. Sir, madam, I salute your creativity. Moving on to the Tyranids. Tyranids being my love, my first army. We have here the Horror-Specs, about to munch down on a very, very unfortunate guardsman. Now, the Horror-Specs was a bit of a Marmite model when it came out. People loved it, people hated it. I found the exposed maw and the gaping sort of mouth very, very nice. And the way this gentleman or lady has turned the tentacle rating up to 10 is fantastic. It stands out. You do not want to be in front of this thing. It looks disgusting, it looks wet, and it looks truly horrifying. An excellent job for an excellent model. Now, if the Horror-Specs turn the tentacles up to 10, then this thing has jacked them way up to 20. Is it a Morlock? Is it a Trigon? Is it both? We don't know, but what we do know is this gentleman or lady has got into the tentacle bits box and just gone absolutely bananas. And the paint job as well, mwah, fantastic. The bright pink really makes this thing stand out, and the way the bubbling ooze in the background, excellent. Looking at it from the other side, you can just get a good sense of how thick this model is. Thick with tentacles. Fantastic. I wish I had the creativity to make a paint job like this stand out. This thing must be an absolute bastard to move around the table, a bitch to store, but hey, when you look this good and this striking, that's a small price to pay for art. And speaking of actual art, have you ever thought what one of those Tyranid drop pods look like in the middle if you cut it in half? Well, wonder no more, my friends, because this creator has given us a look at the autonomy of a Tyranid drop pod, and it is disgustingly brilliant. Egg sacs, mucous membranes, alien organism at its finest. I want more of this in 40k, more of this. I want to see slices down the middle of every unit, every monster, to see how the insides work. Absolutely fantastic job, my friend. I can't tell if that thing is magnetised. I think it is, but hey, he's gone to the top. Yeah, it definitely is. There, you can see on the sides the magnets. Fantastic, my friend. You've taken the time to make the inside of your Tyranid drop pod and paint it. Fantastic. Now, the true artists of the 40k universe are, without a shadow of a doubt, the Orcs. The Orcs can take any model from any range and they can make it their own just by kit bashing the fuck out of it. And someone might have said to this creator, you know what? I think there is a point where you can have too many guns. And then he responded, I'll show you, idiot. I'll have so many guns on this thing that you won't believe it. And I'm glad they did, because this thing is orcishness personified. Why do you need to aim when you've just got so many guns? Try and count how many guns are on that model. I dare you. There's got to be at least 30. At least. And it looks fantastic. Any other army, this would be overbearing. Any other army, there'd be so many details that get lost. But because it's orc, it just works. It just works, ladies and gentlemen. And here we can see it painted up in all its rusty glory. Absolutely fantastic. I want to play against this thing. I don't want to play against this thing in the shooting phase, but I still want to play against it. I can't tell if it's a Gorkanaut or Morkanaut or a Stomper. It doesn't matter. It is fantastic. Now, speaking of fantastic, Ghazghkull. When he came out, his model was good. But somebody said, you know what Ghazghkull's missing? He's missing a mode of transportation to get him from A to B very quickly. Well, wonder no more, my friends. Ghazghkull's momentum issues have been solved, or made worse, depending on how you look at it. By slapping two gigantic turbines on the back of basically an already amazing model, this creator has made something truly, truly brilliant. A war boss that is jet powered by his own personal turbines. Absolutely fantastic. And the paintwork around the face, I can't tell if this thing's dead or a zombie or whatnot, but it looks absolutely fantastic. An amazing centerpiece for your army, and a war boss any orc could get behind. Great news. Now, lastly but not leastly, this beautiful thing. It's a fist. That's a tank. It's a tank that is also a fist. Someone has taken the fist from a Titan and turned it into an orc truck. And the universe thanks you for it. More of this. More tank fists, please. Oh, absolutely fantastic. From every angle. Creativity at its zenith. I salute you, you crazy orc modder man or woman. I salute you. A tank that is also a fist. There is a meme in 40k. I'll just stop the music here. And the meme is, drive me closer to it, I want to hit it with my sword. Well, ladies and gentlemen, drive me closer to it, I want to punch it with my tank. Absolutely fantastic. And that wraps up this, I'd imagine, this display video piece. I'm not sure what to call it yet. I'm sure I'll think of something before I upload it. But yeah, hopefully this video will have inspired some of you guys to get painting, get building, get creating. Because remember, there are no bad creations. Whatever you make, whatever you paint, goes. That's the beauty of this hobby. You can create whatever you want. And however you want to create it. It all works. And especially if you're orcs, I suppose. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which one was your favourite of the pieces I've displayed today? Do you know of other ones that you could possibly link that would really stand out. I'm thinking next time round I will do maybe Eldari, Custodians, and Tau. Or maybe something else, I don't know. Depending on how much free time I get, really absolutely slammed at the moment will work. But yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you guys think of everything in the comments below. But until then, I will catch you all next time.